Hi, today I'm going to do a little review here. I bought one of the cheapest self-priming drill pumps I could find. Now, this pump is absolute crap. Um, it does take 3/4 inch. Now, what these drill pumps are supposed to do is when you hook up to a drill, you power the drill up, it's supposed to suck water, oil, whatever, and push it out the other side. Now, as you can see here, I have different connections here. I even have a piece of 3/4 inch PVC with a shutoff and a screw-on end that will screw on here. Now on this I have a foot valve. Now if anything should work, it should be that, because I did fill up the pipe and I made sure it had water in it before I tried this, and it will not pull. So if you're interested in buying one of these drill pumps, avoid this type. They are really cheap. They do not work. Now I have been in here for approximately 12-15 minutes running my drill, and my drill has already pretty much powered down, but I want to show you um, exactly what it does. You take your drill, absolutely nothing. Now when I started doing this, my drill was fully charged, and so it had pretty good power to it and pretty good speed to it. Nothing. It will pick up absolutely nothing. I did try to fill up the hose before I connected it to the drill pump, and it still does not work. So with knowing that, if you need a drill pump for an emergency, and I did buy this for an emergency situation, that way I could put it down inside of our 55-gallon water barrel. If we could not get electricity, I could absolutely use a drill, a cordless drill, to get our water out. Unfortunately, this one does not work. It is not very well made. As you can tell, even with a, let me get this out of the way here. Even with a foot valve, and I tried this without a foot valve first, but even with a foot valve on here, it will not pull water, and this pipe has water in it because I did fill the pipe up. So, are these cheap little drill pumps worth the cost? Absolutely not. Now, I did not pay that much. I paid like $7-8 for it, something like that. And let's get over here and I'll show you what it comes with. And you can see right here, I've been doing a lot of stuff, getting the hoses, pipes, you know. My fittings are in that bag up there, my PVC fittings. This is the foot valve I have on there. It's a 3/4 inch. Now this is the box. Now this is supposed to pump 300 US gallons per hour. Now I don't think it would do that at all. And let's figure this out for you. Let's go to calculator. This should be approximately, I believe, about 5 gallons a minute. 300 gallons per hour divided by 60 minutes. Yep, that should be approximately 5 gallons a minute, something like that. So it came with these little ends here that fit on, actually I believe this would fit on a 3/4 inch hose, because I do have 1/2 inch hose and it's really not going to fit in here. it's actually a little bit bigger than my half inch. I possibly could get that in there if I really pushed it. So comes with these, um, but none of this will do you any good if the pump itself doesn't work. And like I said, I bought this for a reason. We do have a 55-gallon drum outside that's food safe, and I bought it so if we had no power, I could just use my drill and charge my drill up other ways and use my drill to get water. And what gets me is, let's take a look at all this. Let's see. And here's what gets me. You're supposed to add a few drops of lubricating oil to each use and then flush with clean water. That's kind of stupid if you're trying to use that for water. But okay, sure. And there is plenty of oil in that. And believe me, it's a lot of oil. I believe they use some type of grease on it. The hoses are airtight, as short as possible. Inlet hose should not exceed 9 feet. Operate within 5 degrees to 49 Celsius, which is 41 to 120 Fahrenheit. It's recommended for the pump to be mounted. Watch inlet tube to be certain fluid is drawn into pump within 15 to 20 seconds. If not, check that the inlet tube is properly mounted to inlet pump. That was, and yes it was. Do not run dry if pump fails to prime. Check hoses are not kinked. Yeah, no. This just does not work. I can't see the little fine print on here, but it says pump attachment 3/4 inch, hose clamps, blah blah blah, self priming up to 9 feet, and pumps water out to a maximum distance of 45 feet. Alright, 9 feet, huh? This hose is less than 3 feet, and it will not pump. So, yeah, and you have to forgive me, I'm making ice for my girlfriend. So if you want to buy one of these pumps, self-priming pumps, avoid this pump whatsoever. If you see this square type pump, I mean, stay away from it. It is complete junk. And let me see if I can unscrew all this. Yeah. Let's get this in here. Then I'll show you both sides of the pump. Let me set this phone down just a second, and just give me a second. I apologize for that. Okay, here's the pump. Now you can see it does have arrows for the flow rate. So I'm like, it makes no sense whatsoever. This just does not work. and I don't know if you can see like grease up in there. So it's plenty greased. And this thing is just really hard. I cannot spin this or turn this at all with my hand. I mean, it is that seized up that it just won't turn by hand. And it pulls a lot of power out of my drill to get this thing to turn. And you can see where it's actually started slipping. And that was really tight on there. So, if you want to get one of these, avoid this type because they are complete junk. All these accessories, the stuff that came with it here, is going to do absolutely no good unless you have a pump to hook it up to. Now, will I get another pump like this? A drill pump. Absolutely. I want something that will pump water out of a 55-gallon drum, and this one won't do it. I mean, this will pump absolutely nothing. There are no holes in it to be able to attach it down unless you put some kind of strap or something through there. So avoid this pump. I will be sending this pump back. I've already notified the seller this does not work. And I even tried it with PVC pipe and a foot valve to give it the best chance possible to pump any water whatsoever. And it pumped absolutely nothing. Alright, that's it. I'm fixing to go. I believe I will run outside and show you my water jug and talk about what I'm thinking about doing with the pump and the water jugs, and then I'll splice that onto this video, and I will be back shortly. Bye. Okay, I'm back. Now here's my 55-gallon water jug. This is food safe. Now you do know, hopefully you know, I do have those 2 orange containers over there that are 58-gallon. Those are food safe. Now these 2 barrels here are not food grade. They're not food safe. In fact, I need to clean these out. They did have methanol in them. I do need to clean them out. And these 2 will be used for a septic system. Once they're clean, dry, make sure no chemicals or anything are still in there. And I do have the lids off so they can air out and any methanol in there can dissipate. So let's talk about this one. Now it looks really bad, but it is a brand new barrel. Now what I plan on doing is on one side, you can see it is absolutely brand new. Nothing's been in there. I will wash this out with bleach water before I attempt to use it. Now what I plan on doing is on this side here, drilling this out, putting 3/4 inch fittings here, a male and female, one on each side, and screw them together with a rubber gasket. And going down, I will have my foot valve and a pipe going down to the bottom. And that way, when I fill that foot valve up with the pipe with the foot valve with water, I can absolutely 100% set my 110 water pump here. And all I have to do is plug it in. And it will suck straight out of this 55-gallon drum, and I can fill it up here. Now, I could do the same thing with these. I do have them upside down. They are draining and drying, and once they're drained and dried, I will clean them, and we can use these for water too. They are food grade. They're food safe. These had olives in them, so they're going to have a little bit of an olive smell until I get everything cleaned up. But once again, these 2 had methanol in them, So I do have to clean and dry them out really good, make sure there's no chemicals in there. But what I was wanting to do was get some type of emergency pump in case we have no power and I need to get water. So all I'd have to do is unscrew this cap, drop a hose down in there, and use a drill pump to pump the water out of here. As you can see, we got a lot of stuff in there. But that's what I was thinking when I bought the drill pump. Unfortunately, I really bought the wrong drill pump. You can see I did start taking apart the solar generator in there. But I really did buy the wrong pump for this. So I will have to purchase another pump, preferably a better pump, because I do want something that I can use to get water if we need to get water out there. And like I said, we have no electricity, or for some reason it's winter and our solar's not working well. Charging up a drill is a lot better and a lot easier off of solar, even in winter, than trying to run a 110 water pump. That was my way of thinking. Hopefully, you know, hopefully it works out. They may send me another one. I've already notified them that it is not working, and they should be able to come to this video and see. But you know, I don't do a lot of reviews on stuff, but if you're needing a pump, avoid this pump. I mean, seriously, avoid it at all costs. Anyway, that's it. I'm fixing to go. Everyone have a good day. Bye.